tactics in their hands, they duel all their might, summoning creatures.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another video of Hero Tactics full set review. We are reviewing every card in the set, and on this video we're going to be talking about reaction cards. So let's get started. Now, reaction cards, if you guys haven't seen the first video, we talked a little bit about them. Reaction cards are what you get to do in response to your opponent doing an effect or activating an ability. So just like the name implies, you are reacting to something that your opponent is doing typically. Now, you are also able to play these in the beginning of the round or at the end of the round. So these ones do have a time limitation on when you can play them. But with that said, let's look at Block Attack. It is an uncommon. It costs 2 action points to activate, and it says shield target 5. Basically, what you're doing with this one is you're trying to prevent 5 damage from any attack or skill card that your opponent is trying to do. Shields, again, if you're not familiar or you haven't seen the other videos, they are like a temporary life or health bar, which has to be depleted before damage can be dealt to the actual character. It is stackable. Very important that if you're playing against somebody who's using shields, you are whittling those down so that they don't get too much of an advantage. The next card that we're going to be talking about is Epiphany. This is a common card. It only costs 1 action point, and it just says draw a card. The next card that we're going to be looking at is a rare. It costs 3 action points. It's called Last Stand. And it reads, if a character's vitality would drop to 0, if it isn't resting, instead it goes to 1. That character can only perform a basic attack this round. So this is a great protection spell, especially if they're trying to attack one of your other characters that's about to be eliminated and it hasn't activated for the turn. This is going to prevent it from dying and also leave its health at 1. And it's still going to do just a little bit of damage back, but I mean, it does protect it and it's able to maybe knock out another opponent's characters. Now, let's take a look at Mute. Mute is an uncommon. It does cost 2 action points. And it says, negate the next skill card or item card that will heal or shield one of your opponent's characters. So this one's very important. If you're playing against a water deck or anything that shields or heals, like light or water, this is a great card to have at your arsenal. Just because for 2 action points, you can actually negate one of their best spells, which is healing spell, which heals their whole team. So you can, for 2 energy, you can do that. So that's pretty awesome. The next one we're going to look at is a common parry. 1 action point. Reduce the next damage target character would take by 2. Then deal 3 damage to the attacking character. So this is different than shields. This is just kind of like you're preventing 2 damage. You're not adding any shields. But it also hits back to the character that try to hit you. So it's actually pretty good for a common. I think this is one of the better cards to put in your deck, as it protects you and also deals damage to your opponent, mainly on their activation. Then we're going to look at Pin Down. This is a rare. It does cost 3 action points and Intimidate 2. Again, if you guys don't know what Intimidate is, you place X random cards face down from your opponent's hands for 1 round. Face down cards cannot be played, and your opponent can look at them, but you cannot. But they're just not going to be able to be using those cards during that round. Next, let's look at Predict. Predict is a uncommon, 2 action point cost. Negate the next skill card or item card that would allow your opponent to draw cards. So, Water is really good at drawing cards. They have a lot of spells that let them do that. They even have a character that for 1 action point can draw you cards. So doing this, now while this one cannot affect the skill that the character is doing, it will prevent other cards that let them draw cards. So this is actually pretty good if your opponent is top decking and they need just a specific card or they're trying to search for it. This is a great way to prevent that. Now, let's look at Redirect. Redirect is an uncommon, 2 action point cost. Change the target of a single targeted attack to another one of your characters. So this one, again, very great, very awesome protection spell. It doesn't really prevent the damage, but if one of your characters is about to be eliminated, you can redirect it to some other character that may have more health, allowing you to survive that attack and maybe being able to do a lot of damage on the way back. Now let's look at Reinforcement. So this is a common, 2 action point card, shield target character 4. But also, if you control a guardian when you play this, you will also get to draw a card. And then we're going to look at the last card. So the last card being Sidestep. It is an uncommon. It does cost 2 action points. And you negate an attack that costs 3 or less. And you move the character to another zone. So you do get to choose which zone they're going to go to. Again, it does have to be a character zone. It can't be any other zone. But you are preventing something that costs 3 or less, which is not terrible. And you're preventing the damage all around. So that's this is also another one that it's definitely seems like it's an auto include. But again, you only have 9 slots to put, so you kind of have to diversify those reaction cards. Well, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. On the next video, we're going to look at the last set of cards. They're going to be the item cards. That one's going to be probably a longer video just because there are so many items. But I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, please make sure you like and subscribe. I do appreciate you guys for, thank you for watching the videos. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.
In a world of fantasy, where the cards come alive, 2 friends face off in an epic clash with everything to strive. With hero tactics in their hands, they duel all their might, summoning creatures